You ever wake up, check your phone, and immediately regret opening Instagram? Because the chaos waiting for you feels like reality TV threw up on your timeline. Yeah, that's exactly what happened when Hood Trophy Bino went full nuclear on Chrisean Rock. Out of nowhere, man hopped on live and dropped a confession that made the internet collectively scream, "Wait, what?" According to Bino, Chrisean, the self-proclaimed Rock of Baltimore, has been skipping more showers than a cactus skips rain. He didn't just call her out. He exposed her, claiming she doesn't shower, doesn't clean, and barely feeds baby Chrisean Jr. And the way he said it, like he'd been waiting his whole career for this villain moment. Social media instantly exploded like popcorn in a microwave. Fans were crying, laughing, gagging, some even lighting sage to cleanse their timelines. The memes, ruthless. The reactions, atomic. This scandal made the Kardashians look like a church picnic. But here's the thing, behind every messy rumor, there's a storm of truth, lies, and clout-chasing madness. So buckle up, because what Bino said, what Chrisean clapped back with, and what fans uncovered next might just change how you see her forever. Let's start from the top, because this isn't just another social media fight. This is a full-blown digital meltdown. The story begins with Hood Trophy Bino, Chrisean Rock's sometimes boo, sometimes an eye, always problem. For months, fans whispered that something wasn't right between them. But nobody, and I mean nobody, was ready for the hurricane that was about to hit. It was a random Tuesday night. Bino went live on Instagram looking half tired, half possessed, and all petty. The first few seconds seemed harmless, just another rapper venting about fake people and loyalty. But then his tone changed. His eyes locked on the camera. And he said the words that made the internet stop breathing. "Y'all don't even know that girl don't even shower. She don't clean nothing. And her baby, always hungry." Boom! That was the grenade. Within minutes, comment sections turned into a riot. One side screamed, "He's lying," while the other side said, "Finally, someone said it." Screenshots flew across group chats faster than Amazon Prime deliveries. And Twitter. Oh, Twitter turned into the Hunger Games of hot takes. Everyone suddenly had inside info, cousin connections, or a friend who knows a makeup artist who once saw Chrisean sink. The internet lives for a downfall, and this one. It was deliciously messy. Bino didn't stop there either. He leaned in, full throttle. He claimed that every time he went to her crib, it was like stepping into a crime scene. Said the house smelled like gym socks and broken dreams. He even described the baby's bottle being left out for hours, like a science experiment nobody asked for. The comments went wild. Not the baby's bottle turning into kombucha. Bino claimed he'd tried to help her get it together. But she was too obsessed with going live and arguing with Blueface to care. And when he said that, people lost it. Because if there's one thing the internet can't resist, it's drama involving Chrisean, Blueface, and a baby. It's like the holy trinity of chaos. Meanwhile, fans began digging like digital detectives on caffeine. Old clips resurfaced of Chrisean on live, holding her son awkwardly, running around yelling at Blueface, and ignoring comments telling her, "Feed the baby." Suddenly, those moments looked a whole lot different. But hold on, because if there's one thing Chrisean knows how to do, it's clap back. She went live the next morning with her hair tied up, eyes puffy, and attitude ready for war. The first words out her mouth, "That dusty boy mad 'cause he couldn't handle a real one." She denied everything, said her son was healthy, fat, and loved, that she showers every day. And that Bino was just bitter 'cause she cut him off, like a split end. The internet split in two. Teams faster than the Avengers. After Civil War, Team Bino said he had no reason to lie, while Team Chrisean said he's just jealous of her fame. And in the middle, the rest of us, watching with popcorn, trying to figure out who's messier, Chrisean or her comment section. Then came the so-called receipts. A random Instagram page dropped a blurry screenshot claiming to show Bino texting someone. "She dirty, bro. I can't do this no more." Another page posted an alleged photo of Chrisean's kitchen, dishes piled up like a Jenga tower from hell. Whether those were real or fake, nobody cared. The internet had already chosen chaos. Fans flooded TikTok with edits, Bino's quotes playing over sad R&B songs. Slow motion, clips of Chrisean crying, and dramatic captions like "Behind the clout lies the dirt." Others went full comedy mode, making skits, pretending to be the baby, saying things like, "Mommy, can we get some air freshener in here?" The scandal became a meme factory overnight. What made this worse was how real it sounded. Chrisean's been open about struggling as a single mom and her on and on off chaos with Blueface. People started saying, if this is true, CPS might need to look into this. It went from a gossip moment to a moral panic. Commenters turned into social workers and parenting experts overnight. And then, just when things couldn't get crazier, Blueface himself jumped in from prison. Yep, even behind bars, this man found a way to make it about him. On X, someone posted screenshots of Blueface allegedly tweeting from a burner account, saying, "I told y'all she can't take care of a goldfish, let alone a baby." Whether it was really him or not, it was enough to set off another explosion. You could practically feel the internet overheating. Influencer pages started posting, "Is Chrisean Rock unfit to be a mother?" News outlets picked it up. YouTubers dropped reaction videos within hours. And everyone had the same shocked face, thumbnail, mouth open, eyes wide, captions screaming, "Oh my God." By the next morning, #Chrisean Rock exposed was trending. But what nobody expected was how far fans would take it. People were digging through old interviews, clips of her on Zeus Network, and even music videos. Claiming to find evidence, someone even slowed down a clip of her dancing and said, "You can literally see the dirt." Internet detectives were in full FBI mode. But here's where things get interesting, because for every person dragging her, another was defending her like their rent depended on it. Her fans said she's a single mom under pressure, raising a baby while being constantly bullied online. They claimed Bino was using her name for clout and turning pain into promotion. The drama turned into a war between empathy and exposure, between loyalty and laughter. Still, one thing was clear: whether she was guilty, misunderstood, or just messy, Chrisean Rock had the entire internet watching her every move. Every post, every story, every tiny reaction analyzed, memed, dissected. And the craziest part? This was only the beginning, because what happened next would take this scandal from petty online beef to career-ending chaos. Bino had more receipts, Chrisean had more rage, and the public. They were foaming at the mouth for round two, and trust me, when the next wave hit, it made the first one look like a kiddie pool. If part one was the spark, part two was the explosion. The moment Bino doubled down, the internet transformed into a circus. A messy, glorious digital circus where every clown had Wi-Fi. Instead of backing off, Bino went live again the very next night, holding his phone so close you could count his pores. "Y'all think I'm lying?" He said, "Go check her lives, go check her house. That girl smell like stress and baby formula." And just like that, the man reignited the wildfire. Comment sections turned into therapy sessions. One user wrote, "This whole situation smells like boiled Capri Suns." Another said, "At this point, the baby should start a GoFundMe for some Pampers and peace." The jokes were savage, but the obsession was real. Everyone wanted new dirt, new clips, new proof, new chaos. Bino began releasing evidence, but of course, nothing in the internet world is straightforward. He dropped voice notes, blurry screenshots, and half-cut videos that could either prove he was right or prove he was desperate. One recording supposedly had Chrisean yelling in the background about not needing no man to tell her when to shower. Fans went feral. Did she just admit it? Some said. Others called it fake, saying Bino was using AI. The whole thing turned into a modern-day soap opera, except this one streamed live on TikTok at 2a.m. Then came the celebrity reactions. Oh, they came fast. Everyone from random YouTubers to washed-up reality stars had an opinion. Even Ruby Rose commented under a gossip post with a side-eye emoji, which basically broke the internet. Summer Walker liked a post about keeping your hygiene tight, and that single like got 1.2 million views. That's the kind of digital power this scandal had. Even emojis became evidence. Meanwhile, Chrisean was on live crying one minute and rapping the next. She called Bino a demon sent from the trap and said, "If I stink, then why you was still here?" That line alone turned into a TikTok sound with 500,000 uses. Every influencer with a ring light reenacted it. The memes were relentless. "If I stink, why you still sniffing? If I'm dirty, why your career cleaner than your streams?" The internet turned her pain into punchlines overnight. And yet, despite the laughs, the situation started feeling darker. A few fans began saying, "Wait, this isn't funny anymore?" People were posting clips of Chrisean looking exhausted, talking about not sleeping or eating for days. Suddenly, what was once haha messy started feeling like, uh-oh, tragic. That's when CPS rumors began flying again. Accounts claimed officials were looking into it, though no one could verify anything. But in the age of social media, who needs facts when you have screenshots? By the third day, Blueface's mom got involved because, of course she did. She jumped online talking about how she tried to warn everyone about Chrisean being a ticking time bomb. That sent fans into meltdown. Chrisean responded by calling her a nosy grandma with Wi-Fi and too much time. It wasn't just Bino versus Chrisean. It was a full-blown family feud with baby bottles and burner phones. The escalation was unreal. Even news outlets that normally cover politics started running culture pieces on the saga. The headline game was strong. From Zeus Network to Zero Hygiene, the fall of Chrisean Rock. It felt like the internet couldn't look away. And who could blame them? This scandal had everything: betrayal, tears, tweets, and toddler drama. It made Love and Hip Hop look like a PBS documentary. But what truly set this chapter on fire was how performative it got. Every side was treating social media like a courtroom. Bino fans spammed her comments with soap emojis. Chrisean fans spammed his with clown emojis. You couldn't scroll 3 posts without seeing somewhere. Then TikTok creators started doing fake reenactments of the shower that never happened, complete with dramatic music and slow-motion wipes. The drama had gone full meta. Still, the biggest twist came when a supposed ex-friend of Chrisean entered the chat. She went on live claiming she'd seen the truth for herself. According to her, Bino didn't even tell half of it. She described flies in the kitchen, unwashed sheets, and a baby crying while she was on FaceTime.
Whether
she was real or chasing clout didn't matter. The story had grown legs. Suddenly, every other influencer was confirming something. It was like a chain reaction of chaos. Chrisean, meanwhile, started hinting that she was about to drop her own receipts. Her followers hyped her up. "Yes, Queen, clear your name." She went live, promising to end all the lies once and for all. The entire internet tuned in, ready for a digital redemption arc. But instead of dropping evidence, she started singing, offbeat, off-key, talking about "God got me." The chat exploded, girl. Where's the proof? Not a gospel concert mid-scandal. It was comedy gold. And that's when things reached a bizarre level of fame. Brands started getting involved, trolling in real time. Dove tweeted, "Remember, hygiene is self-love." Stu Clean posted, "We can help with that," followed by a winking emoji. Even Febreze couldn't resist. "We're staying out of this one." The internet turned a potentially career-ruining moment into a global meme economy. But under all that laughter, something heavy lingered. Fans started questioning the system, how the world treats women in chaos. Why do people cheer when someone spirals? Why do we turn breakdowns into trends? One viral tweet said, "Y'all call it content, but it's actually someone losing it on camera." And just like that, the tone began to shift again. Still, the mess didn't stop. It never does. By day 5, Bino announced he was done talking. But of course, he wasn't. He teased a tell-all interview with a shady YouTube channel known for adding dramatic thunder sounds to every scandal. People joked, if we hear thunder, we know it's over for Chrisean. This wasn't just gossip anymore. It was a living, breathing soap opera with millions of live spectators. Every scroll felt like flipping to the next page of a never-ending digital diary. And the craziest part? Nobody wanted it to end. Because deep down, people don't watch scandals for justice. They watch for entertainment. And this one had all the right ingredients. A villain, a victim, and a baby caught in between. But as the internet laughed, mocked and memed its way through the madness, something was brewing in the background. Something bigger. Something that would turn this story from viral entertainment to emotional fallout. Because when the dust settled, the truth behind the Bino versus Chrisean chaos wasn't just about hygiene, parenting, or petty drama. It was about reputation, the most fragile currency in the digital age. And when that reputation cracks, everybody hears the break. And there you have it, people. The internet's dirtiest secret just got scrubbed clean. Or maybe not. Because if we've learned anything from this roller coaster, it's that in the world of Chrisean Rock and Bruno Blaze, the truth is always hiding under a pile of unwashed drama. One minute they're lovers, the next they're trending hashtags. It's tomorrow. Who knows? Maybe they'll be back together selling soap on TikTok, live. But before you run off to fact-check every word or sniff your timeline for receipts, do one thing for me. Smash that like button like it owes you child support. Drop a comment, tell me whose side you're on, and subscribe so you never miss the next meltdown. Around here, the scandals don't sleep, they just hit refresh. Because this channel, this is Expose Express, where rumors become revelations and Wi-Fi turns drama into destiny. New episodes drop faster than Chrisean Rock changes moods. So keep your notifications on, keep your popcorn warm. And remember, every story has two sides. And both of them are probably lying. So until the next digital disaster blows up your feed, stay messy, stay nosy, and stay tuned. Because when the next scandal hits, you already know who's breaking it down first. This is your host signing off from Expose Express, where the tea's always hot, the truth's always questionable, and the chaos. Chef's kiss. Would you like me to craft the same style of call to action using the real names but written neutrally? No personal attacks, so it still works for your channel? It still works for your channel?